Hi, welcome back to another episode of Ali's Allotment. On today's episode I'm going to talk about how to grow broad beans. The variety I'm focusing on is a variety that I had really good success with last year. It's a dwarf variety called the Sutton, and as the name says, being a dwarf variety, you can grow them in pots. You can even grow them in small spaces in the back garden, which I'm going to demonstrate shortly. So this is the raised bed from the previous episode that I'd shown about clearing and getting ready for spring sowing. And I'm going to sow up this bed with broad beans. I'm actually going to put some radishes in between, because the radishes then become a catch crop, which should be harvested much sooner than the broad beans will be anywhere near ready. So I'm just sowing the broad beans now. I've spaced them out a lot closer together than the pack actually says. I've gone for about 5 to 6 inch spacing. I did it last year and it worked and it wasn't a problem, and I got a pretty good harvest, so I'm going to do it again. And the beans are really big, so I'd push them down at least about 2 inches and then just firm the soil in. I'm not going to carry on with the rest of the line. What I do want to do is, in between, I want to sow some radishes, which is a catch crop, and these should not only germinate and grow, but be ready for picking a lot sooner than the broad beans would even probably flower. And it is a good idea to get a catch crop in. Makes use of the space. And this is a variety that have grown up in the allotments called French Breakfast. And as I said before, it's one of my favourite radish varieties anyway. So carrying on with the theme from an early video about using plastics, what I've got is another example of noodle pots that I've been using for a while now. I put a drainage hole at the bottom of them and I use them year in year out now, and I find these are excellent to get beans started off in. And broad beans and running beans are typically the type of seeds that I get started in these pots. Same idea, just they need to go in a few inches down and we're off. As I say, it's warm enough now to get your beans sown directly into the soil. But if you did want to make an earlier start, then in February you could put them in pots and get a head start on the season. So that was an episode on how to grow broad beans. Hope you found it straightforward and informative, and hope you do have a go at growing broad beans. It's a really rewarding crop to grow. Yep, thanks.